Happy Sunday, Monarchs. This is Dr. C coming to you from Coleridge Taylor as I'm working this Sunday to prepare and make sure we have a great week. As always, our vision, our mission, our core values, and our Monarch promise. So, some items of note for this week. We have 33 more days of great teaching and learning left in the 2021 school year. We had another great week last week. Students are doing so wonderfully with the transitions. I know that hybrid scheduling is not the optimal situation, but it is working for us right now. And we're really thankful for your support, and your kids are doing great right now. So just know that the teachers are really pleased with how your students are doing, and our instructional assistants are also really excited about seeing students and how they're doing. I want to give a shout out to our PTA, some parents, Jen Petrie, David North, our stream teacher, Miss Bull, and our mental health therapist, Mr. Randy, for the work that they did to get the Mayor's Give a Day Volunteer Day on Saturday. Together, we had several volunteers from the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary who came and worked in the rain on our garden and our outdoor classroom to get it tidied up for students. I also want to give a huge shout out to our PTA board who gave a teacher grant to Miss Bull to purchase the materials for the garden improvements. And thank you again to Jen Petrie and David North for making sure that those materials got to the school because we don't have a truck. So thank you all so much for that. A reminder that for our parents who pay tuition for pre-K, tuition is due tomorrow. And I have some additional reminders for this week. Here's a few snapshots from yesterday. We got some new flower beds and some raised beds. We got a lot of leaves out of our outdoor classroom. New dirt. Our chicken shack was tidied up. And then there's a picture of Miss Bull before it started pouring down rain. So thank you again to all the volunteers. It was such a successful day. It was soggy, but it was successful. Here's our schedule for this week. As always, AA students are in person on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we have morning meeting from 9 till 9:30 for all classes, and the rest of Wednesday is asynchronous. Teachers will be in meetings all day, but will be available during the day via email and School Connect if you need them. On Thursday, our B students are in person, and Friday. Just a reminder, if your student is not a special education student and you want to change your designation for an AA or BB day or move from virtual to in person, we need 1 week's notice. And at this point, we're starting to get filled up and we have to follow those CDC guidelines for space. So we are going to have to, at some point, cut off the switches, but that will be forthcoming. But again, if your child is an ECE student, they have rights to in-person learning 4 days a week if necessary. Some reminders and info. If you didn't see it yet, your child's report card is on Parent Portal. You can reach out to Miss White or call the office and speak to Miss Leah Carter, our school secretary, for assistance in that. Don't forget to pay your tuition for pre-K parents on My School Bucks. Please do not send your child to school with any symptoms of illness. It's all of our responsibility to keep our school community safe. If your child has a medical condition, we need to have some paperwork, okay? Again, parents may not enter the building, and please do not park on the lot that is the corner of 11th and Chestnut. It's not our property. Remember to sign your child in late or out early using the paperless QR code system, using your smartphone. If you haven't signed up for a car rider number, please do that. It is the way to go to pick up your child in person when we have our in-person days. And remember, walkers will be dismissed last for safety reasons. We cannot have students or guests walking across our parking lots during that time because we want to just make sure everybody's safe. We still have cars on the lots for our car rider and buses on our lots until 4:10 p.m. Okay, so 4:10 p.m. is when we have our last bus leave. So if you have a student that's kindergarten, first or second, and you want them to be a walker, they must be picked up at the front door. Again, remember Wednesday is asynchronous for all students, and we have that 9 to 9:30 morning meeting. And if you have not updated your contact information on the JCPS Parent Place page, please do it using that link there. You can also just go directly to JCPS's website and find the Parent Place link there. I wanted to share with you that we wanted to, as a staff, have noticed some trends around classrooms. We know that it is very difficult to get back into a routine. Being back in school is great, but we know that the hybrid schedule does not help out with routines. We know that our students need to have a lot of sleep. So please help us out by making sure your child has a consistent bedtime each day, whether they're virtual or in person, and they are getting between 9 and 12 hours of sleep. 9 and 12 hours of sleep for an elementary age student is within the CDC guidelines for happy, healthy, and safe people. We know that when students don't get enough sleep, they can be grouchy, they can be groggy, and they don't make the best decisions. So the same could be said for adults too, but please help us out by making sure your child has a consistent bedtime and is getting between 9 and 12 hours of sleep. It's also a good idea to consider how you can cut off screen time for your students at least an hour to 30 minutes before bedtime. It helps give your child's brain a break and allows that natural melatonin that is present in everybody's brain some time to work. And this is as suggested by the Cleveland Clinic. So remember, cutting off that screen time, whether it's a TV, a tablet, a Chromebook, a cell phone, or a video game, whether handheld or on the TV screen, that blue light interferes with our preparation, our brain's preparation for getting ready to fall asleep. So if we see a pattern of sleeping at school or sleepiness on in-person days, teachers or CTM staff will be reaching out to parents to do a check-in and offer support. We want to serve you and your student, and we also understand that this is a kind of a strange time, but we want to make sure that we're communicating with you what we are seeing so that you can make adjustments as necessary at home. We also wanted to reach out and make sure that you understood and were aware that we have lots of counseling services available at CTM. We know that a lot of families for the past year have dealt with unimaginable stress, grief, trauma, whether it's due to the loss of loved ones or family issues or situations, or even racial trauma that has been in our community. We want you to know that we are ready to support you. Please reach out to Miss White, our school guidance counselor. We have a number of in-house supports at Coleridge Taylor, and then also lots of connections with community-based services that can help your family during these tough times. So if you have questions about this, please call the school and ask for Miss White. You can email me or you can email Miss White directly, and we are ready to help connect you with some services, whether they are based in school or they're in our community. A reminder for parents, again, we're going to have a 5th grade promotion. It's going to be an in-person ceremony that will be a drive-up style event. So ideally what's going to happen is you guys would come into the back parking lot. We would have a banner set up to take pictures in front of. Your child would be dressed up however they want to be for their photo. They would receive a goodie bag and some certificates, and you would have an opportunity to take photos of your student in front of our big CTM banner. So we are planning on sharing details with you by the end of April, first week in May. Just know that that is something that we are going to do, and that will be available for our virtual students and our in-person students, and it will be scheduled so that it's convenient for school and our scheduling, and also so families have enough time and notice to prepare. As always, here is our hybrid schedule link. And what you can see here is I've added the schedule. This was actually updated today because I added the piece about sleeping. And it's in alphabetical order, so you can read through it at your leisure. That's all I have to share with you. If you need anything, or you have questions, comments, concerns, you need some support, you want to know what's going on, please reach out. You can always call us at school. You can send an email. Please know that we have, as a district, selected to use a phone system that is internet-based, and it does not make it easy for us to answer the phone. So in many cases, it's easier for you to send us an email and let us know that you need a call back, and we can get a call back to you, because Ring Central is not very easy to navigate for our office staff. They're doing the very best they can. So if you were on hold for longer than a minute or two, you might want to send an email as well to let somebody know to call you back. That's all I have for you, Monarchs. I can't wait to see our kiddos this week. We're going to have another great week of learning, and we appreciate everything that you've done to prepare your kids to be back in school. Make sure you get plenty of rest this week, and so do your kids. We'll be seeing you around. Take care.